Phil, you won't be hated. You won't. You might, you might catch a couple of strays, but you know, you're not in the crosshairs, so to speak. But here we are. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy time zones. Yes, this is Final Fantasy XIV. No, we will not be continuing with Tales of Berseria. Philly! What's up, my guy? Arcadia, good to see you, man. Look, I've said it all along. I don't want to just try and grind it out, trudge through, truck through, whatever you want to call it, in a gaming experience ever. Selfishly, I will say that my time is valuable. Your guys' time is valuable. But when it comes to my time here on stream, I want to be playing something that I am fully engaged in. And with Berseria, I absolutely enjoyed myself. I enjoyed it for what it was. I enjoyed most of the characters. The story was still kind of, you know, metza. And, it was like peaks and valleys. I was in from the very beginning, and it was good, and then it just kind of dipped and kept going up and down, and this morning, I gave in to my intrusive thoughts, and funny enough, like, intrusive thoughts are what prompted us to try out Berseria in the first place, instead of just directly coming back to 14 as was planned. So, you know, the circle is complete, whatever you want to coin it, but here we are, man. We're back in 14. No love lost to Berseria. Sorry to those of you that were hoping that we go through till the very end, but unfortunately we will not be. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but also still sorry, but also not sorry. Lothar's with shaken. You know, good start, but I feel like they were trending backward towards the mean. The church being the good guys, but full of cartoonishly evil members was a choice. Yeah, and it's like, look, I said it throughout Berseria in our time spent. Obviously, you guys know, Zillia didn't hit. Arise was good for me. And Berseria was good, but I'm just not fully feeling it. So after 10 days, 27-ish hours or so, it's just, I'm not gonna do what I did with Ys 8, and like that's like the most recent game, probably the only game that I can think of recently that I just kind of bit down and gave it hell and just kind of like, all right, we're gonna make it through to the end, because in for a penny, in for a pound. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it again. I don't want to do it again. So just let us be the actual bad guys. Probably what it was. Who knows? Had to bring my truck into the shop. I think it's a starter. Hoping it's not expensive. Oof. What kind of truck, Lothar's? You didn't like Ys 8? Damn, I thought you were into it? Bro, Arcadia, with all due respect, where have you been? Because no. Like, I enjoyed the combat, but that's about it. I don't want to sit here and rail against games, but nah, dog. It was definitely a 6 out of 10 for me. And I am admittedly sorry that I stuck it out till the very end, but I figured we were already, I don't know, 60 hours in, that I might as well. Phil, golly. Hefe, how are you, brother? What's going on? How far are you in Berseria? Like 30. So Dan had said probably 50, 60%, maybe roughly right around there. He worded it like he split it into acts, more or less. So the first act, like the second act, I guess, is when you get, what's her name there? Fucking, I'm just trying to blank her name out of my head because her voice is horrendous. Kamoana. That's like the start of Act 2, and then we just start getting everybody and everything, whatever it may be. That was like the start, or the middle or end, I guess, of Act 2. So, something around there. It's having issues with starting intermittently, so better get it looked at. Absolutely. I was gonna say, if it's a, if it is the starter, again, I don't know what it's like north of the wall, but like down here, I had to replace a starter in my first pickup. It was a 96 S10, and not only was it a pain in the ass to get to, you had to move the transmission to get to the starter, and the auto parts store would give you like a $30 deposit plus the new starter. Yeah, Koala, that's her. Nova, how are you, bud? I hope you and the fam are doing very well. But, yeah, here we go. Hefe, long day, unfortunately. I'm sorry, bud. So, yeah, we're 9 quests and 1 dungeon away still from Stormblood. So that's where we are there. And we're going straight through. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do Stormblood. Like, obviously, I have my Reaper equipped. It's because I wanted to do the 16 crossover event, get the gear, because I think this looks really, really dapper on my Reaper. So, we're gonna finish up Dragoon, and then once we get into Stormblood, official dishel, it'll be Reaper until Endwalker. Excuse me, Shadowbringers. Then once we get to Shadowbringers, Dark Knight, and then once we get to Endwalker, round it all back out with Dragoon. Still. Gaul, what's up, man? And again, I know this happened before, but I forgot that this was a thing. When you when you sign out in and in. There we are. Yeah, Gaul, it was a good time. It was a good run. Wait a minute. Little out of me to go. Nope, I didn't mean to do that, sorry. How are you, man? What's going on? How's everybody's Tuesday? Long day at the office here, unfortunately, but 'tis what it is. Yeah, and again, like the Torgal mount, I'm sorry, bro. It looked like this is for Lalafels. Like a full-sized character, I don't know, I just think it looks kind of silly. But still psyched that we got it, you know. We'll continue taking the regalia in style. Game dragged on too long? Not necessarily. I wasn't fully not into it. Oh shit, I forgot I gotta change my glamour. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, wait a minute, it's because... So hold on, Reaper, then I gotta go to... There we go. And then we go back to Dragoon, but glamours could not be restored? What did I do wrong? Oh no. What have I done? Yeah, I think we're okay now. Maybe. We'll find out. Nope. So why can't my glamours be restored? Been a while since I've had to bust out a close to get home for work for dungeon? Yo, we'll get there, man. Feel like you could also move your feet to run to speed them up? Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Gaul, it just, I wasn't fully, it was just peaks and valleys. The beginning of Berseria, fucking wild. Super fucking good. And that's what got me right by the haunches. But after that, man, it was ups and downs, and I wasn't fully into it. Yeah, why in the world do I have glamours linked to the gear set? I don't remember. That glamour's fine. That glamour's fine. Glamour's fine. Fine. Not fine. 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 You go back to this one, like in the plates, you mean? Oh, I gotta go back into town, right? Oh, go back into like my, they might not take effect if you're not in a city. Jerbear, life is well, man. How are you? What's going on? Unless they're linked. All right, then maybe I screwed something up. I haven't had issues until now. Glamours could not be restored. Oh, you know, it's because, right? Wait, oh, okay, so wait a minute. You can right-click on the gear set to link. So, like, do I have to put the glamour that I want on and then link it? Is that what it is? Glamours are unavailable due to equipment restrictions. You see that third button? Oh. One or more items did not have the specified appearance. So then I did something wrong, huh? Oh, link to glamour plate? Is that what I do? Ah. Where was it? 9? No. Yeah. Some glamours could not be restored. I mean, that's fine that some can't be restored, but... All right. Okay, I guess we're good. Thank you very much, Nova. Don't mind me. Just your friendly neighborhood oh, shit, no. Because now... Oh, no. Now what's happened? Oh, no. What have I done? Do the same? Okay. For Dragoon? Oh, shit, so I have to do that, like, all over the place? Since Reaper and Dragoon share gear, there's probably a piece that was glamored one way and a different way on the other. If you link both to their proper plates, it should fix itself as long as you're in a sanctuary when you swap jobs. Oh, okay, so go back into this. And then link to glamour plate. Holy mackerel. That's right, because Dragoon and Reaper share gear sets. That's, yeah. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Ready? Okay, we're back. All right, we're back. We're good. I think we're all set. Thank you all very much, and apologies. So let's get to getting. Hefe, you itching for some more Ayuden Chronicles? I'm sure you are.
Well met, Vance. Alphino said that you would be joining us. 'Twould seem Griffin's double was telling the truth insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Mask's camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak?
Actually, double hand.
I don't believe it. The crystal's Minfilia, all of it. It's just, I don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now, I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, but also affirming.
I need more Ayuden. Come on Friday. Yeah, that good? Love to hear that it's got its hooks in you, man.
Alphino, I believe it's past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We have been away far too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin in his own devices, I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives. And I hope that we might in turn offer our own options on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you.
Ida? Ida! Rao God be praised, it is you! Ida, alive and standing before me in the flesh! I can hardly believe my eyes! Oh, come now, has it really been so long you don't remember me? It's Gundabald! I fought beside your father in the Revolution! If I could do a British Sam Elliott voice for him, I would, because he's got the stash. Maybe I can. Do not think no, I can't do it, fuck it. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways. But the resistance were always welcome in Little Alamigo. They gave us hope. Young Ida most of all. Try it. Ida here was always full of fire. No, I can't. I can't do it. Never the first to volunteer for a mission, until the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumors, and we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. Just do normal Sam? Alright.
Well, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. Oh, sorry. We were still the Circle of Knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and, as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me.
Do you always have to curse, dude?
Pray forgive her. It has been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity.
Gundabald out.
Let us return to the Rising Stones. Hells take me for giving you that mask.
I forget who Griffin is. P-tier Griffin. There we go. Right, to the stones we go. Rolling stones. Roadhouse. I'm gonna have to keep this Chug Jug loaded. Nidhogg's Rage. Oh, well, might as well get that while we're here too. Is it from the Minstrel? No, it's not. Hello, sir. Vance, I have subsisted on the scraps of travelers, all but wasting away whilst I awaited the full repast that only you can provide. They say you brought an end to 1,000 years of war, that the great worm Nidhogg shall no more darken the skies of Ishgard. But the dragon song must have a final verse. I beg of you, feed me every morsel. I shall devour every sight, every sound, every blow that you landed upon his scaly hide. Well, you see what happened here was. I also find it funny that for the 16 crossover, it was this guy. He was like, we found some guy in the woods. What glorious fare, brother set against brother, a fallen companion saved. I am revived and restored, and my fingers ache to strum the score. Eternal is a dragon's woe. This guy is Yoshi P's stand-in. Smart. Sorry, I can't sing it, fam. Just can't do it. I can next time. What say you? Does your blood not quicken at the tale's retelling? One might accuse the language of being overly flowery, but epic deeds demand epic depictions. Do you not agree? I do. Thanks for coming out, keeping the scene alive. So when he turns you in the 16, event, talks about Clove's adventure continuing somewhere else. That's Yoshi P telling you to go buy 16. Oh, all right. Very well. Duly noted. Oh, I gotta do more binding coil. Very well. Oh no, wait, I was in the right. Sorry, don't worry. We'll get back there. We'll get back to where we need to be. I mean, bro, 16 will be here by year's end. I'm willing to give the demo a try. Is the story super duper good? That's all I want to know. It's the combat that still makes me nervous. Welcome home, Vance. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely into the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here and we can declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kryl and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Ethan, what's up, man? Some people like it, some people don't, so your typical modern Final Fantasy. Sounds about right. It's a heartfelt story. All right. Yeah,
Back
Ethan.
in the Solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Pour one out. Also, we can do more coils tonight, maybe, or wrap it up Friday morning. We'll find a good time. Absolutely, for sure. DC, how are you, brother? Good to see you.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, and we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got him to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
We'll do some stuff. Crack a smile. Hand in the air kind of move. Yeah, one day, Ethan. Maybe I'll do Borderlands one day. I don't think it's something that I'll stream, but I'll at least maybe get. I don't even know, like, there's so many versions on Steam that I've got no idea where to even begin. There's like a fucking $200 version, and I'm in way over my head. Like, it's nothing, I'm not gonna pull the trigger on anything, like, anytime soon, but maybe if I need that looter shooter itch, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I said it at the very beginning of stream, just if I'm not fully like gripped, I'm not gonna just stick it out just to do it. Sorry, man. In Basuria's case. No, dude, DC, you don't have to gift me anything, bro.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
I'm ready to go. Half-mast, just ready.
Look at them, Vance. The scions of the 7th Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where we go from here and what the future holds, only the 12 know. But I know that we will find out together.
Fuck yeah, we will. Moonbreed will wind up. Let's go. Love to see it. Yeah, like when I had just... Oh. When I had looked like quickly on Steam at Borderlands, they had like this whole collection of like all the games, I guess, but it was like mad money, dude. And I was just like, no. I was like, I'm not doing that. No chance. Hey, Draz.
Heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well.
there is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Because Stormblood leans real heavy in Ida's. Like Ida's story, right? Or like into her story. Her sister, something like that. I don't remember exactly. Okay. But Draz, things are going pretty good, man. We started the eye drop treatment last Friday, which it's been going pretty good, I suppose. But you know, he's got to wear sunglasses like all the time when he's outside. But other than that, it's been going pretty good, man. I like the Borderlands series. Need to finish it. Stopped partway through too. How's the family going with you, man? Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you all on that glorious day. They are very cool sunglasses, I will say. Let's see if I can't. Oh, it's on Mrs. Neo's phone. She got a good one. Wait a minute. Maybe she sent it to me. Yeah, because I think he's... Oh. So, T-Ball. Ready to go. He's the Royals. And then, of course, Captain Cool. So, you know. He did really well. He's been doing good. Thank you very much for asking. Still got weird pains inside. I hope to get fixed soon. But beside that, going pretty good. Good. How's the missus? How are the kiddos? I do like that armor set, though. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted, then? Well, was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a fight of light or dark,
A world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you.
Ah, shit, I forgot about this. Both of them.
The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but your deeds, you have proven yourself the most deserving. A mound of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breasts beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe.
That's some heavy power right there, man. Good, got 2 toddlers now, so it's full throttle all the time? Yes, sir. Can only imagine. 1 has been a handful. I can't imagine 2.
So it was here all along.
Ah, there he is. Grumpy, what's up, my man? Thank you for the 33 months.
Oh, Nero. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun.
Nero, the homie. Grumpy, how are you, man? How's the week been back? Well, today was day 1 back to work, right? For you? Hey, look, Phil may be happy, but look, let me just interject and say that I also am happy. I, too, am happy. Yeah, I'm sad as well. It's unfortunate, but like I said, I'm gonna play what makes me happy, what I enjoy. Oh, you're not until next Tuesday. Golly. Well, then good for you. It's like, it's unfortunate too because, like, and I don't mean to, like, single him out, but, you know, obviously Dan hates this game for whatever reason. And he's like, well, you know, he's like, you just don't, he's like, I just know what you like to play now. He's like, you won't play 95% of the games that I like. And, you know, like, I feel like it all started when Little Busters didn't hit. That's when everything started to just fracture, unfortunately. Like, I didn't like Little Busters, and that was like, that hit home super bad. And I felt bad, but I didn't, dude, I was 30 minutes in and I was like, no, I can't do it. And now with Berseria dropping it, like, it's unfortunate, yes, but like, I enjoyed it. It's not as if I dropped it because it's just like, I'm done. I don't like it. I enjoyed my time spent in there. I'm not fully like invested into the game. Like, the combat had been super fun and I've enjoyed most of the characters, but like, I don't think 2 games out of, you know, others that have been tried, you know, I don't think that constitutes as, well, I guess it's 100% of 2 games that he really loved. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nia's never played a single game I've liked, so it must feel good, Phil. Oh, Grumpy, you stop that. Because it's boring as fuck to watch people play MMOs. I get where Dan's coming from. Well, I get where Dan's coming from, but I've said it before, and it's like, I feel like he's got like this personal hatred for this game. For whatever the underlying reason may be, I don't think it's necessarily it's boring to watch. Like, it may very well be boring to watch to some. I enjoy playing it, you know, but I feel like he's just got like this deep-seated like personal hatred for this game for some reason that I'm not gonna push. But I feel like that's what it is. Whether or not it's boring on top of that is, I don't know. But again, I'm not gonna continue to like broach the subject. I know he hates it, and that's that, so.
Ah, Vance! Just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise.
Where's the Diamond Forge? Up the road? It is up the road, kind of. Yeah, it is. Well, let's go in style. 14 is great. I enjoyed it. I enjoy MMOs, but yeah, not super entertaining for me. I haven't spent many years playing WoW and being part of a community, and I don't watch streamers just yawn for me. I get it. I totally get where people are coming from. It's not for everybody. And respectfully, the same could be said for any other number of games. It's everything is just going to hit on a different level for different reasons, you know? I mean, my game time has dropped dramatically. I miss having that nice set time. Yeah. Kiddos, man. Does it. Responsibilities. Maybe not responsibilities, but, you know, other things for sure.
I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments.
Ah! Where did you all come from?
Right, everyone! Ready to go to work? No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes.
Am I getting a haircut under the helmet? Also getting punched. I'm winded.
They're all finished. The Warrior of Light's every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe.
I'm like, what gives, bro?
Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Vance. All in good time, body.
Just my health. When I sit too long now, my sides feel weird. Then my head starts to get woozy. So until I can get this fixed, oh, damn, dog. I didn't realize that like what you've been dealing with had affected it to that degree. Damn, man. Get that fixed soon. I hope, man. Fingers crossed for you. See if that works. Everything looked like it was a little bit scotched. We'll see. We'll get there.
Alvino wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think that it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting.
Homeboy is pumped. We did some tailoring, and he's just like, all right.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to...
I vote for me.
That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here!
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Y'shtola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the,
Thank you.
chat
My
box.
message. It was too important to delay.
Technical difficulties, go figure. You know, we do it live. What's new? Maybe that'll work. Yeah, time will tell. Sorry, fam. Like I said, we'll do it live. And if not, we'll just get rid of chat on the sidebar. It bugs me that I can't see whose name is there. It's a me problem. Don't worry about it.
I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric, and encourage him to send an envoy. To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
A storm bloody end.
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice. 'Twas Master Louisoix himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
No, I think I can just return on that one. Bingo. Right. Firmalbert, I know your cousin. He's a good guy.
Greetings, warrior of light. What business brings you to Ishgard? I see. Wait here. I will summon Sir Aymeric.
Dude, Torgal puppy. Just up on the table like that? Bad manners. Making me look like a terrible pet owner.
It is good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business, I thank you for bringing these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the immense, the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? I thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handelu that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Vance, pray accompany Lucia to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed on your way. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives.
Very well. Off we go. Oh. I love this tune, dude. Oh yeah, Machinist. Has anybody played Machinist? What does it even play like? Is it arranged? Start chucking robots at enemies? Oh, it is ranged physical, okay. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. Part gunslinger, part robots? Alright. Not, I concede, there was ever any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's books of statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by marking a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. We ride. It's literally the best part of Final Fantasy 15 right here. This. The car. The music grew on me. Not much a country guy. Actually, I'm not a country guy at all. Period. Not much a. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Vance? You may see a familiar face. Hey! That's old boy! How wonderful to see you! And Sir Aymeric too! To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honoroi. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to Garl. I mean, to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. Hey, Nova, hope the headache goes away, dude. Have a good night. Get some rest. Agua. Mas agua. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. I mean, kind of. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans, and Honoroy's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through, so don't worry, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. I got you. Pouring out for the homie. All right, we're gonna teleport. I'm gonna hit the head. BRB, promise. Okay. Look at this dancing machine. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendors of the forest. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Boom, boom, ksh, boom, boom, ksh. Boom, ksh, boom, boom, ksh. Man, that bonus XP is something nice. Still. Still, it is wonderful to see. The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. This way if you play... Ah, the Lominson party as well. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Aymeric. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Vance, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day for reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Master Vance, I was glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. I don't remember what her voice sounds like, sorry. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? We shall.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift, and there is much to be done.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Every time they pan up like that with the camera, I feel like there's just somebody staring at us. Sometimes there is, but, you know. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. Sir Aymeric! Master Elfino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alisay, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Vance for serving as our escort before other duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Domin ally. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation. A force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance's pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance's leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Aymeric. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones who would like the sound of their own voice. In any case, our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Hall, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Papalimo and Nida fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on at Balsar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. She's like, you want to dip? Nah, we're gonna split. We're going. You want to go? We're gonna go. We're going. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, that's a fire-looking outfit too. Welcome back, Vance.
I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad that all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are impromptu, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Alza is a homie, for sure. And I guess I mean, it's kind of, it's great how much time we get to spend with her now, but kind of a bummer that she was, you know, really a focal point in Binding Coil, right? But that was it. And then you saw her like in one random quest or two random quests, if I remember correctly. So I don't remember exactly where, but it's just, yeah, she's just like there. You're like, oh, hello. Ah, you are returned from the council. But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? The start of the game and buying the coils, okay. My apologies, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kryle. How's Nago doing? She will be all right, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru's keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I'm certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Shroud, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. Ida, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was some way to reach the Griffin. Some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Balsar's wall, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my service are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shed a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you, Lavayur? I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Vance? Gridania will be safer for your presence. And while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on messages and so on? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well, I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Stay here, run the books. Appreciate you. Love you, mean it. Whoa, I know that name.
I know that name right there. It's Ricky Heropon.
If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Hawthorn Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Belsar's Wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top.
Whoa! Look at that guy. Look at him down there, that little feller. Whoa, did you just puke flowers on me? All right.
Ah, Vance, there you are. Come. Amorosai Spire awaits. The Alliance officers of the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall.
Fancy meeting the two of you here.
They are about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say 12 watch over you, but I doubt you any need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory.
Sixers won it. Yo, I know the Bruins went to OT. Did the Bruins win? Did the Bruins lose? I needed them. I needed them bad to close this out tonight.
Don't worry, Alpha now. We'll have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it.
Bro, and I saw this, somebody put together a video clip of all of Embiid not being super nice, which I find hilarious. They lost? Fuck! God damn it, dude. Why can't they just close out? Close the goddamn door. It's a bummer.
Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Papalimo, I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part, I leave to you.
Okay, my hate for New York has been restoked. Get it. Yeah, I'm so honestly shocked at how chippy the Knicks are. Like, when's the last time the Knicks were relevant? Patrick Ewing? And please don't say Carmelo Anthony, because they weren't relevant then either.
I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Ah, some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the Spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us.
They made a good based off of Villanova basketball, and it pisses me off.
Oh, Villanova.
Oh my gosh, my hero pawn, he left me. It's fine. I'll catch up. Nah, they had Spreewell, Marbury, Houston years. Yeah, I mean, but like still, how relevant were they? I feel like they were in every Adam Sandler movie. At least ones that took place in New York, anywho. Dude, Starbury was dope. Loved watching him. Spreewell was great.
Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you're here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed.
Yeah, Marbury was amazing. Then he went and played in China and still fucking dominated when he was like 40.
Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here. Seeing the sight of you might help remind them why we bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall?
All has been quiet. Water's wet. Cold snow is cold snow. Yo, I loved watching Baron Davis. Low-key watching Steve Nash too. Even Amari Stoudemire. Dog, Amari Stoudemire and Steve Nash. That was a nice connection to watch. They had a great rapport. Report! What? Seven Hells fighting has broken out on top of the wall. Full-scale assault!
So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean?
B. Diddy was awesome. Mm-hmm. Marion was a stud on those Suns teams too. Yeah.
Him and Sean Marion, fucking great.
The attackers, they were wearing Grand Company colors.
Impossible! We gave no such order. Of course. The wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception.
If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war.
Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin's supports to slip into Alamigo. We could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Vance, we must make for the wall at once. What? Just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate.
Yo, Arcadia, hope you had a good pass out. Those are some of the best sleeps ever.
It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin. And if we can do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? Ah! I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm.
It was great. Pretty sure not gonna sleep proper tonight. Oof. Sometimes... excuse me. Sometimes it would take me a bit to fall back asleep after a good nap, because sometimes I just wake up, my brain's just like, where am I? What's happening? How did I get here? Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Empire from Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free no matter the cost. And now it is daytime again. They see me roll and...
From what Papalimo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straightways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way, but the time for subtlety is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffin, to the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for our position with all due haste, and if everything proceeds according to plan, Hilda will then swoop in and spirit us away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. I dream a genie. Boing. Ah. Up and away. Oh, yo, stream elements. Sorry, you missed the memo. It's my bad. Whoops. We'll just turn that off. You know, hey. I know this guy. Less than 5 minutes, that's great. Look at that. We just need a DPS and a healer. And then we're off to the races. Crash, we're doing it, bud. How are you? Look at that, Dommel. Pardon me. Doing well, just trying to get into Ayuden 100 Heroes. Hell yeah, man. How much time have you spent in it thus far? Or are you like literally just starting? Played what I would call the intro and its fights, but I'm struggling to really get into it. For any reason that you'd be willing to share? This is a judgment-free zone, I'll have you know as well. I'm just innately curious. This dude's just hanging out by the trees like, hey there, how you doing? Not bad, matter of factly. Slow burn. I love turn-based RPGs, but a lot of dialogue and storytelling up front without building loses your attention fast. Kind of for that reason, I'll never play or ever watch a Trails game. Hey, understandable, man. It hits everybody differently for a number of different reasons, but I can understand where you're coming from. It's like Sky FC. It starts off real slow, lot of dialogue, real slow burn.
but it was one of those experiences where I look back on it and go, I'm glad I went through it. I did it. So, what's a game for you, Crash, that you've played, I guess, recently that's grabbed your attention, like, immediately and you enjoyed the story? Just curiosity. Could also be due to me being in a Sandland hard, plus playing retro RPGs on my Steam Deck lately. Illusion of Gaia, Secret of Evermore, Secret of Mana, all recent playthroughs. So you've got a lot going on. Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it, who knows? Or it could just be the aforementioned, it's just a slow burn and it's not really grabbing you. And I feel like it's tough too. If you're really into a game and you put it down to go play something that's not that game that you're really into, I feel like that also has an effect on the old noggin too. You know what I mean? Or your investment in whatever other game it is that you're gonna play. Hey, let's rock and roll. I am ready. What a good tune. Gearing up for Dawn Trail? No, not really. Dawn Trail is something I'm gonna wait on. But I want to get to Shadowbringers, and so I can do Shadowbringers and Endwalker for the first time. Granted, like, as we had gone through, like, this replay, you know, I haven't played any of this in over 4 years, right around there. So it's a good refresher. I remember some of, like, the big story beats in Stormblood that happened. Mainly, like, the end of it. But, I really want to get to, to Shadowbringers and experience that, as well as Endwalker, obviously. Bingo. Gonna love Shadowbringers. Endwalker I never finished. Most of my friends got so far ahead of me that random queues were all I had available and just kind of fell off. That stinks, man. Well, I mean, if you ever want to run anything once we get there, you know, by all means, ask away. Spell speed pass. And even having not experienced Shadowbringers, well, I mean, I got to 5.2, but it might as well be 0.0 at this rate with this memory of mine. Yeah, see, my brain just shit the bed on me. I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, I was gonna say, like, this is like the quintessential. I know I've said it a lot, but like this is like the Final Fantasy experience of Final Fantasy experiences. Like it's literally got everything. Story to characters, mute, like the whole shebang. Like at least to me, it's got fucking everything. Checks all the boxes. Yeah, definitely. Legit spent the whole weekend fishing and doing the whole quest line start to finish, a good 8 to 10 hours each day. Yeah, hold on, in quest line start to finish hold on, sorry, I can't. I'm bad at multitasking. Oh, in 14, okay, sorry. Oh, like the fish, the actual job. Okay, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, at least like the job quests that I had experienced up until that time, amazing. It's like, and obviously I'm super partial to Dragoon, but like the Dragoon is something else, bro. Dark Knight as well. Definitely no like you're missing out if you haven't tried the Dark Knight storyline. Super good. Hell yeah. So let's see. Took Dragoon from Lancer through a Realm Reborn into Heavensward, swapped to Ninja, then ran Samurai through Stormblood. Shadowbringer, I used Red Mage till the end. All characters are 80 when Endwalker came out. Bingo. GG's. Hell yeah. Yeah, obviously, Dragoon for Heavensward. When we do Stormblood, I'm going to do Reaper. When we get to Shadowbringers, I'm going to do my Dark Knight. And then when we get to Endwalker, we'll round it all out back to Dragoon. I'm still going to put some more time in with Gunbreaker, too. Yeah, because Lothar's, you've been playing it on the Xbox, right? How's that been going for you? Oh, you've been on the PC as well, right on. Level 43, let's go, my guy. Has Fan been playing as well, or have you been running it Han Solo? Wish I had waited for Dragoon for that reason, but by the time I realized Heavenward was all about Dragoon, I was too high level to start. Yeah, I get it. You were already invested. Already in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Just a stack of corpses. Good lord. A little bit with fan, but some solo too. I adore it. Yeah, same here, man. It's just a great time. It's a ton of fun. I know an MMO isn't everybody's cup of tea, but for me, dude, it's an 11 out of 10. It was. Okay. At least I remembered that correctly. Good for me. Epic tunage. Epic, 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 epic tunage.
Yeah. How'd you like this?
How'd you like this?
Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy.
Phil gasp.
For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like this?
I don't know what I'm doing!
Yeah!
My bad, that's what we're doing. Sorry, everybody. It's a my bad for sure.
Sloppy. Ugh.
I gotta get back on the saddle. Back in the saddle again.
Yeah! 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 Ugh. Sloppy. Yeah! I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah! Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now.
Fuck! You got this, Phil! My guy! Ricky hereupon saves the day. Yeah, when he trapped a healer, you guys didn't break him free, so he got killed. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely my bad. That was the assassin screaming on my part, being like, I don't know what to do! That's what happens. I get nervous. I didn't even notice either.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come. did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
That looking up at me, I'd just be like, boing! Three Stooges him.
Vanguards! Attack!
Bro, don't do it.
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
Ugh.
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Getting slammed down like that, good lord. It's like that dude that just crashed his homemade hang glider or air glider.
We're cut off.
Crashed him 80 feet and then still managed to be able to call 911. Awful. Bro, you want to know where all the budget went? The eye animations. Like, I know I've talked about it before, but the eye animations are absurdly good.
Gods help us. What were we thinking?
And everybody's got veneers.
The Empire's too
Perfect
big.
teeth.
Too powerful. Mighty Ralker, grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ilbird. I should have known.
I couldn't think of it.
This has to end. It has to end now! Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leveilleur.
I would say that that is cold, but that would also be a pun.
Eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
Get him! Damn. Hardcore parkour, this guy.
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all! Ah!
Holy shit, he really is dead? I don't know. I don't remember this. But that definitely sounded like a watermelon getting hit with a bat. No, he rises, doesn't he? He must. Dude, so creepy, though. Who does he like? Oh, I mean, I'm gonna find out. Who does he become? Who does he summon? Heavensward playing too.
This light, is it?
Is it Bahamut?
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Oh no!
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
No, dude!
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days. Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
That's why he needed it.
Tupsimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalymo! I know how that spell works.
And I don't remember, like, I know he casts a spell or whatever he does. I just want to know if he fucking lives. Because I don't remember.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
It's like Reactor 4, man, at Chernobyl. It's just the core fucking going up into the sky. Oh, what the fuck?
I think he means now!
Bro, yes! I love having a shitty memory. Like, this is great. Just to get to experience it all over again. Everything I experienced years ago is just fragmented.
Again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
Badass, dude. But does it hold? It must hold. God damn, dude. Shocked you didn't remember this when it got met. So again, like, I have fragments of it. I remember pulling him out, like him pulling out the staff, and in the moment watching it happen again, Ilberd like launching off the back, but I didn't remember all the pieces like stacked up in between, man. Golly. Also, look up at the wall. Oh, like, okay, when I get out of this combo, I will. Why? Why didn't they let me stay? Papalymo is my friend. I should have been there with him. Fifth, what's up, man? Yep, casualty. Dunzo. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing. What had to be done. Master Louisward wore that same look right before the end.
You think I don't know that? I know, all right, I know!
There's nothing more you could have done. Ilberd caught us all off guard. Even Vance was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalymo strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you.
Don't speak to me.
Yeah, like, look, I enjoyed my time in Berseria. Like, the time that we spent in there, I enjoyed it. I liked the combat, most of the characters, mainly, Roku, Velvet, Laffy was pretty good. But it's just, I don't know, like, I couldn't fully attach myself to the story, like, to the experience. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But I had said it before, and I'll say it again, how I enjoyed Arise. Whatever the next entry in Tales is that comes out, if it's gonna play and be like Arise, I'll be playing it day one. No question. Depending on timing, obviously. Leave Ida with me. Go on, go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. But I tell you what, Fifth, the amount of flack I got for not doing skits or not liking skits, that is what I was not prepared for. Truth be told. Like, the amount of flack I got for not enjoying skits, people were like, oh, I don't know, dog. Like, I enjoyed the experience just fine without the skits, though. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray, make your way there at once. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others of our imminent return. Oh, shit. Yeah, look at that pin cushion, huh? Yeah, you know, obviously I had said it while playing it. I discussed it multiple times. If it's optional, it can't be that important, you know? If it's something that's completely optional, it can't be that important, in my opinion. Like, all of the dialogue in those skits could just as easily have been fleshed out as we're running around wherever it is we're running around. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to do 3 steps and then watch a skit, and then 5 steps and then watch a skit. Like, it's just like, that's not for me. It is for a lot of other people, not for me though. Like, yo, Fifth, no, like, and I don't say that like I'm trying to, like, go at anybody or attack anybody that would get, like, that was giving me shit about it. Like, it is what it is. Like, but I understand, like, people that are vested in, like, the Tales of games, older entries, etc. Like, skits are, like, paramount for that series. And it doesn't work for me. It does not work for me one iota. Now, if you told me that these optional skits were very, very story heavy, very story, like it had a lot, like if it was story pertinent, I guess. For starters, I would be bullshit that story, like, events relative to the story being optional that you can miss. I would be pissed about that. But I would also just be like, what kind of design is that? Like, if you're gonna make these optional skits that are story relevant, like, Just making it optional doesn't make sense to me. And again, I want the characters fleshed out within the story, and I feel like they did that without me having done any of the skits. I think I did maybe literally a handful. I can't speak for Berseria, but I know in Vesperia, if you skip the skit and side stuff, you missed out on a lot of really strong skills, spells, weapons on rare occasion. See, that I'm not a fan of either. Just hearing that alone. That is a Debbie Downer to me. But then again, if that is a common practice in Tales, then, it's just me.
Would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind the griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Ilberd. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I'm certain Papalimo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Ilberd came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the Sea of Clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian, but now is not the time for idle speculation. Krile, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What? Without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive Archon Ishtola her brevity. She seeketh employment lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. A desire to comfort Ida doubtless compoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must contend with this grievous loss in my own way. And by the leave, Lady Alizé, I shall honor our fallen colleague through gainful study. There exists writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalimo's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Ilberd's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it.
School's out forever?
Vance, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before... A communication from the Alliance. One moment.
Actually, yeah, one moment for me too. Agua numero uno. Andale, BRB.
Fuck! Yeah!
Super sus. Super suspect. Very, very much a bot. If I had to wager a guess, just on going to that channel. Very, very bot. Very, very botty.
A communication from the Alliance. One moment. Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania?
Yeah, it definitely seemed like a Gaul, like big time.
The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Y'shtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seatsia doubtless shares...
Fuck! Yeah!
Holy mackerel, Musashi! What's up, my guy? I know you're the real deal. Thank you very much for the raid, bro. What's going on? How are you, Raiders? My name's Neomatter. We usually play a variety of RPGs here, and we're back to Final Fantasy XIV this evening. We're slowly inching our way to Stormblood. So, welcome in. It's great to meet you guys. Musashi, hope you had a good stream, dude. What's going on?
Yes, but the Elder Seatsia doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garland has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings.
Done with robot bashing? Gonna get foods now? Chow down, my guy. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. So this is the break between 3.5 and 3.55. When this was coming out, players went a few months with the mini Dalman hanging in the sky. If you wanted to recreate that a little, we can divert and go do some coils. I'm down, dude. For sure. Now then, I suggest we leave the rising stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste to the Lotus Stand. Ah, here we go! I do remember him.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay, Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Yes, my lord, you have.
Hey? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
Everybody's like, what is with this guy? Only so much Persona-like story I can take for a visual novel type of game. Kind of bad balance of that in gameplay. That stinks,
Perhaps I've been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Yeah, dude.
Good, man.
The old face plant. Clunk. Somebody get him some water for crying out loud. Ah, Rianger's chilling. He's like, who's this dude, huh?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Yeah, Crash. We'll definitely do it unsynced for sure. Just kind of roll through. Hold on, because I think I have to get another turn in the coil. Right. But yeah, not the best mix for you, Musashi. And you said it's a VN. It's a visual novel. Visual novel-esque. Hey, I know you. Ah, Lady S. Oh, my apologies. Forgot about that. Ariange informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before he disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Vance, though I would strenuously deny it were sheer present, oh, that's Alphino, my bad, sorry. Wrong voice. My sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, I'll say it is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she was made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil, yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. Sassy McBluepants. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alisaie must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her. He is gone. Might hit a snag with the final turn. We'll see how it goes. It's been so long, I just remember the pure chaos of it. Oh, dear. It's all right, man. We'll grip it and rip it. I am glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. If Alisaie is to discover a deeper purpose, then where better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion? 'Twas that where I found mine, after all. But 'tis past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, Vance. Ah, Lieutenant Anai, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alisaie is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. All right, second coil. Jesus, take the wheel. Sassy McBluepants. Great friggin' name. Oh, what happened? HDR does make the monitor do some wacky stuff from time to time. Oh, okay. That's literally called a Dalamud. Bro, what was that, dude? That just wigged me out so bad. How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it's only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yards.
The swirling ether leaking from around the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Vance? 'Tis imperative that we win through the depths of this structure, and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is still hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. The opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress. Look at old shiny helmet Phil. He is just adorbs. And I assume he already cleared everything, so I gotta play catch up. I gotta play catch up. Vivi, what's up, bud? Yeah, we're doing, this is the second turn. I haven't done them before. Or I hadn't. When we were last on, we did the first turn. But not, I'd never done them before. So yes. Long-winded answer, yes. Binding coil. How are you, Bo? What's going on? Zach, what's up, my guy? We are on... I'm sorry, hang on. The concentration phase is needed. Dynamis. And how are you, man? How's Strikers treating you? I know you're having a great time with it, and I'd love to hear it. Oh yeah, Seraph, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Dynamis. So you can't trust me. For some reason, I don't even know what I was thinking. Truth be told. You can solo turn 13? Golly. Yes, Phil, I'm not gonna touch it, don't worry. I'm not touching it. Yeah, Seraph, I'm sorry. It's right there. I'm dumb. What about you, Zach? And also, do you want to come play with us? Because that's a thing, too. Adamantoise, alright. Can add friend cross data centers? I know I can visit in group. Yeah, you can definitely visit. I think, do you have to be like, can you add, they just have to be online? Like, is that what it is? That armor? No, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, Vance. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the Seventh Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. we face the White Raven, Nael Van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era.
Nael Van Darnus. Ah, that was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls.
Is he dancing? And curtsy. Fucking laser beam eyes?
Out of love for his loyal servant, the only true deity named me Nael Deus Darnus.
The one true deity? Bahamut! He speaks of Bahamut.
O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch.
From what I remember, like, their armor is very reminiscent of the armor in 12.
This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory and you will answer to me.
Gee whiz, mister. How is this possible? From what Alphino has told me, Nael was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. But we trust all the Beastmen tribes. And, like, do odd jobs for them. Pick coconuts. Rake leaves. Hang on one sec, Phil, before you get rolling if you haven't already. Cause Zach, if you're oh shit, never mind. We're doing. I was gonna say I'll add you. It might be because we're instanced. I don't know if that has something to do with it. As soon as we get out of this, I'll try and add you. Leroy Jenkins. Did this used to be mandatory, or has it always been optional to do?
shit, man. That stupid attack. That's most certainly my bad, but GG. You ever get the mad stomach rumbles and feel like you can eat a horse? Yeah, even if I'm not hungry, I can still eat really, really well. Right, so I gather that this used to be the end game, but man, I feel like this would be really pertinent. Like going into Stormblood, like maybe they should have made this mandatory. Like they did doing Crystal Tower. A little bit more background, you know? Oh, I thought we were jumping. I was like, all right, I'm with you. All right, sounds good. Yeah, we'll wait. All right, hold on, Zach, and while we wait, too, let me... Eight-man raids are always pretty important story-wise. Not good at searching. There we go. Zach, what's your character name? But never required? Man. Unasa Lunasa? That's you. Yo, my guy. There he is! Of course I will. You handsome devil. Bro, and you're a flower. You're a returner. Hmm. You're a fully bloomed flower. And we are just little sprouts, little saplings. VV, all right, hang on. Aphelion Wormlord. There he is! Oh, and you're a Reaper? Hell yeah. Bingo bango. Super duper. We are having fun. Oh, look at you. You're adorable. Look at you. You are straight out of World of Warcraft, my guy. Look at us. Just a bunch of buds. Let's do some stuffs. Show me your dance of Gilgalad. Here I am with nothing but a Torgal pup. We're all just a bunch of nerds. Bringing it in! You can queue us for turn 3 power. Okay, sorry, my bad. I forgot. Promote. Hell yes. And how about you, little guy? Who do you want to win? The goddamn Jets? I am reminded of the passages beneath Castrum Occidens. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12 be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. 'Tis difficult to see the inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Allegans excelled in the creation of chemical beasts, in that the Red Moon teemed with a thousand fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal.
I wonder the creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children to which Niall spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon the return. Shall we continue onwards? Why, yes. Yes, we shall. Hooray! Oh, don't count me out. I sprint like I know where I'm going, and I don't. Whoa. I don't think we went the right way. The dudes from 13, love to see it. Nope, lost. Do I know where we're going? Not a clue. Down there, ain't it? All right, well. Phil won, and I was with Vivi just running around all over the joint. That's some nightmare fuel if I've ever seen it. Holy shit, would you look at this? That was a lot of stairwells, a lot of staircases. A lot of staircases. There is no chance I was finding my way out of here or in there. Teamwork makes a dream work. God bless us all, everyone. Everything's bad dark. I don't know what it is, but I'm turning HDR off on my monitor. Makes everything super duper dark. I want no part of the loot. Let us fly together, my love. Fly with me. Now for more death? I'm in. Are there more staircases? Look at this. Note to stealth, stop trusting farts. Did you shit your pants? It's all good, Arcadia. Mrs. Neo shit her pants last weekend. We all had a great laugh about it. That surely cannot be Dalamud. How are we here? The final resting place of Niall Vendarnus. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my god's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. No!
Hooked on phonics, go! Hooked on phonics, go! In the hour of his failure, Niall Van Darnus felt the currents of ether begin to bear away his essence. But before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Whoa! I mean, she was all right on the eyes. 'Twould seem that the little remained of Niall's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal herself. No, when in Rome.
Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall scape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you naught in the calamity to come.
Time to square up. Oh no! What did I do? Oh shit. Well, I mean, that was quick. Well, oh, that's a death wall. Oh, all right. Well, that explains that now, doesn't it? Well, gee whiz, I'm very sorry, friends. Wanna get away? I'm here for you guys in support. What on earth is the strat here? Do you have to keep them separated? The offspring? Yeah, grab an Eorzea Snickers? Definitely. The golems can eat the rocks. Oh. I believe in you. I knew you guys could do it. But if they eat too many or get too close together, they grow big and wipe you. All I had to do was get to a wall and I got wiped. Faceplant. Yeah, she did. Look at that, I'm up and at him. I was here the whole time. Whole time. Here the whole time. Well, gee willikers. That was something, huh? Poor creature. Would that you have never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity? I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Niall Vandanis, legatus of the 7th Legion. No. A moment. My thoughts are clouded. In this body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the lesser moon's ancient prisoner? That will not happen again, because you will be unalived. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that's impossible. Once a primal ensnares a mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim. What need has he of a broken spirit bound to the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project was resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied to me. Nail, please. You must tell us more of this calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisoix. You are Louisoix's grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path. But know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was never ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Holy shit! Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken and you shall soar no more. Holy hell! My crimson moon, Your brilliance sears mine eyes. I recognize that voice, Vance, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put right when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. Oh, so I wonder if that was Louisoix's voice. Or the grandfather formerly known as Louisoix. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. The display seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lenosian Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. Vance, forgive me. The moment I beheld Nael's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you. She did. Just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. And yet, look how far we have come. It is incredible the feats of which we are capable. Sorry, that one hit at the worst possible time. Our boundless potential. 'Twas this capacity for greatness, I believe, that Grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. I love that piano motif right there too. That one never gets old. 'Tis done. Shall we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Urianger's learned perspective. Grandpapa! What the fuck, man? I mean, dude, it's not him. It can't be him. Like, it's gotta be Bahamut. The essence of him. Something. Grandfather, it is you. Then why? Abandon this quest, Alice. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must disable the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. Fuck off, dog. Way to be squaring up. No. No, you are not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well. We all exist at the pleasure of one divine will. And the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Gotta head to bed. Definitely gotta hit up some dungeons in the future. Yo, Zach. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Obviously, I'm trying to educate myself as best I can. It was good to do one, you know? But yeah, we'll definitely fucking dungeon up in the future. Like, I'll definitely be putting in work again on the weekends. You know, if you just run or if you want to run whatever, man. But get a good night's sleep, bro. Much love, my guy. Oh no, it's super late for me too. I'm gonna have to cash after this. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve. But should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself.
That light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as Niall.
Or I was saying.
My grandsire is no more, and that was naught but a phantom that profaned his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged.
So does that mean we have 2 coils left? Uno dos? Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, 1 coil left. 4 turns. Can I just ask for a second? Who are the... Oh, because this is... Oh, this is like down in the area. I was like, who are these people and how are they here right now? I need an adult. Hold on. I don't want to kick this off just yet. Can I do it? Is it gonna be like another long chain of dialogue? Just cause yeah, it's late. I gotta fucking I'm gonna turn down for what? Not much. Short convo? Okay, cool.
Truly, it was wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to northern Thanalan again, it would appear. I must thank you, Vance. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. Ah, but you need not tarry on my account. The danger has passed. Pray, go on ahead and apprise Urianger of what has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while.
Very well. Beautiful. All right, yo. Hey, great first night back. Psyched on it. We'll most certainly be to Stormblood by Friday. That is a guarantee, but maybe, depending on time zones and what everybody's got going on, we can do, yo, not so Nimbus Cloud, I see you. Wrap up coils tomorrow before we get into Stormblood. I feel like that would be really fitting. Let's see who's on, who's doing what. Let's go see Feb. Stormblood tomorrow easily, bingo bango. Yeah, man, so we'll turn things over to Feb, our good friend, a fellow trail stan for sure, and he's playing Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. So, hey, man, hey, and I just want to say to everybody, thank you for your understanding. I know I don't need to thank you, but I feel compelled to do so, you know. In putting down Berseria, unfortunately, but again, at the end of the day, I gotta enjoy what I play in. I enjoyed Berseria, but not as much, not so much that it compelled me to keep going, to keep playing it, so. Unfortunately, that's where we're at, but fortunately, we're back in 14, and I'm vibing, as per usual. So I hope you and yours have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. Have a very happy and safe Wednesday. And stay excellent, fam. I love you guys. Be good.